The Kentucky Attorney General, who is currently running for governor, is dealing with allegations of sexual and emotional harassment in his workplace, and he doesn't seem too bothered about it.
I don't know about you, but it sounds like Kentucky is ready for a new governor. And let me just say, the Trump culture of winning is alive and well in Kentucky.
Daniel Cameron, Kentucky's Republican Attorney General and gubernatorial candidate, is what some would call a rising star within the GOP. He's young, he's 37 years old, he's Republican, and he's Black, which may or may not be of significance. You decide. Several people working within the Attorney General's office have lodged complaints about the work environments. Conditions are so bad that some people, including attorneys, have actually quit their jobs, with others seeking mental health support just for working there. And others are suing Cameron and his office for hostile work conditions, workers' comp, and employment and gender discrimination. Two top officials at the AG office were specifically named, the Deputy AG, Vic Maddox, and the Deputy Solicitor General for Criminal Appeals, Jeffrey Cross, both of whom are still employed at the AG office. In response to the allegations, the AG office released some predictable and boring statements that said a whole lot of nothing. The office said that they have the, quote, utmost respect for its employees. But of course, after the office investigated itself, it found that 3 of the 4 complaints filed lacked merit, and as for the 4th complaint, the guy was reprimanded. The lack of action taken by internal officials is exactly what led to the lawsuit being filed. Specifically, there was a complaint that the director of the cybercrimes unit committed several violations, including immoral conduct, the use of intoxicants off duty, and taking zoomed-in pictures of a detective's breast. The detective wrote, quote, "The conduct that he has been engaging in has been slowly escalating to the point that I am fearful of physical violence." She went on to say that the behaviors, quote, "mimic those of an abuser in a domestic violence situation." That's the guy who is reprimanded. He still works there in the office while the detective has been relegated to desk work. Regarding Jeff Cross, he is being accused of bullying his employees, with the complaint alleging, quote, "he is constantly engaging in hostile, cruel, unprofessional, and bullying behavior to everyone in our division. He is bullying and intimidating everyone in the office, attorneys, admin, staff, supervisors, everyone. He has made several people cry hysterically and seek mental health assistance to deal with the toxic and hostile work environment." As for the Deputy AG, Vic Maddox, he's been accused of being, quote, "threatening, demeaning, intimidating, humiliating, and highly disrespectful," and he's been accused of showing favoritism to men over women by, quote, "promoting men over roles assigned to women." Anyway, this isn't the first time that Cameron and his office have made national headlines. Right now, Kentucky Dems are looking to investigate Cameron regarding his campaign donations, with allegations that he took money from an addiction recovery center that he was investigating. He then didn't recuse himself until the investigation was about to be made public.
And listen, I know you just heard from Daniel Cameron. It's not true. It's all lies. But if you're willing to lie about a grand jury, he's willing to lie to you.
Look, I'm not saying that we need to restructure all of the systems that we have in place running this country and the businesses and even the household, but maybe we should start exploring the possibility that a pyramidal hierarchy for leadership roles maybe isn't the best system to have in place. I remember learning about leadership organization and levels and vertical integrations and horizontal whatever back when I was getting the MBA that I don't use, but situations like this one are all too common and too familiar. Why are top prosecutors and top law enforcement officials so often the ones who are themselves embroiled in scandal and illegal activity? Is it because there's maybe too much power at the top and not enough oversight? I think we may be onto something there. Checks and balances could help. Like I said, I don't know what the solution is, but I think it's something that we should at least be thinking about or exploring, even just as a fun thought experiment. Try it, see what you can come up with. In the meantime, we need to remember that a lot of these positions, like that of the governor and the attorney general, are elected positions. The best we can do right now is to make sure that these people are held publicly accountable for their actions and misdeeds. If you do something illegal or just terrible with your privileged position, you don't get to have it anymore. I realize that voting in Kentucky as a Democrat might not be the easiest thing in the world, but Kentucky, you've got to try. And coming from one red state to another, we are all rooting for you. All right? That's it for me. If you got anything out of this, please like and subscribe to the channel and be sure to follow me on all of the socials. Thank you.